Most of the work in the crypto industry is virtual and happens behind screens. Apart from hardware wallets, digital art frames, and well, socks, there's not many physical things that one can buy. So here's a digital alarm clock that puts crypto prices right next to your bed. Are you waking up at night and checking your crypto portfolio on your smartphone? Are you looking to time the next bull market, or are you perhaps a service provider whose revenue streams are denominated in tokens and that keeps you up? Well, just maybe the lametric time is for you. In this video, I'll describe what this is, what the lametric time does, and specifically show you the cryptocurrency tracker functionality. Next, I'll talk about my experience using this alarm clock and really as a consultancy founder. And finally, we'll look at the cost of this thing, and you'll get my recommendations on whether you should buy it. But before we start, some important context. I didn't actually set out to buy a cryptocurrency tracker. I'm not really a crypto trader per se. Instead, I'm a new dad and simply wanted something to check the time at night during many wake-ups. But as a techie, I couldn't just settle for a basic alarm clock. This led me on a rabbit hole, looking for various pixel displays and home products like the Google Nest Hub and Amazon Echo Show. And ultimately, I decided I didn't want to buy a subsidized dashboard product in the bedroom from companies that feel like they will make money, that money right back from the purchases and ad tracking that I'll do. But I still wanted something smarter. Well, enter the lametric time. The lametric time is a digital alarm clock. It's a Bluetooth speaker. And if you're interested in the details, it has an 808 block of color LEDs and a separate 29 by 8 block of white LEDs for a total of 296 LEDs. There's more details in this box. The LEDs have built-in light diffusion, which helps it to be visible from several angles. So you can see this kind of very nice effect. And the device has buttons to switch between apps, right? So these are right here. You can use these. And then it also has a built-in speaker on the side. So you can see that as well. It also has an ambient light sensor on the top. So that's this thing right here. And that helps adjusting the brightness and kind of triggering the screensaver when it gets too dark. And to control the device, you actually use a smartphone app. And here are some cool apps that it has. So first, it does show basic time. You can use a date icon, weather, and it will automatically change during holidays. 2, it shows weather. 3, you can listen to the radio or put on any other thing on a Bluetooth speaker. It has a YouTube subscriber counter, Twitter follower counter. It has BBC News. It can count days to Christmas, and many more. And you can switch between each app manually or set up a schedule that automatically features them in a whatever time of day you want to see them. But let's talk about a cryptocurrency tracker because that's why you're here. It allows you to specify up to 20 tokens, which the app will cycle through. And this dedicated app will show their prices with nice tailored icons, which you can also contribute to if you feel like one's missing. So you can use the buttons to check prices. You could set up a schedule to show crypto prices when you wake up, or you could just use this thing as a price ticker all day long on your desk, whatever floats your boat. For more advanced use cases, you could check out the App Store, even use the if this and that integration, which would, for example, allow you to set up an app to see your portfolio value or track specific events, show crypto news, and more. But, you don't really have to be a hacker to find this useful. Personally, we stick to the default time phase most of the time for the reasons outlined, combined with the weather icon instead of the default date. But I do like to flick from app to app in the morning to check up on everything. The screen is very bright and clear to see. It does come with a screensaver mode, but unfortunately, that one grayed the watch face out a little too much at nighttime, so we're not using it. I've now been using it for a couple of weeks, and it's really been great, and also a fun thing for visitors to the house to experience. I haven't started doing any custom hacking for it, but I'd love to try and find out how to do a Substack newsletter counter. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed already, I do a weekly newsletter about crypto, specifically for operators building crypto products at newsletter.auditlist.com. But so overall, I'm happy, I went with this instead of a more advanced home dashboard, as I didn't want the distraction in the bedroom. I could see this also being a nice desk accessory in certain setups, but for now, I'll stick to my art browser dashboards, which are much more full-featured than this. Which brings us to the price. Oh boy, there have been many YouTube videos released talking about how this is a ripoff and shouldn't be bought and just too expensive. And yeah, the device retails for $199. But I was able to get it for a small Black Friday discount. It is a steep price considering that some of the more full-featured devices from Google and Amazon are actually cheaper. So is it worth it at a hardware level? Probably not. The device has been around for a while, and you could probably build something with more pixels, a better speaker, better apps, etc. But there's something just right about this, especially for a passive display in the bedroom. For that reason, I do think it's worth the price if you're after a simple aesthetic display that doesn't want to intrude in your life too much. For a cheaper alternative, you can look into the Divum Timebox or Lanzi Desktop Pixel Clock or the Tidbit. Ultimately, I didn't like the look of either of these, and it seemed like they would be a mess to configure. So let me know what you think in the comments if you agree with this or not. Well, now you can hopefully sleep safely at night, having crypto prices right on your nightstand. And if you love gadgets and ideas that make you money, well, check out this next video.